Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode, hopefully another wonderful episode, I'm sure it will be, actually we got some good stuff today, of the Retro Gamers Podcast, episode 208. Larry here.
And Anthony here.
Ant, what's going on, sir? How are you?
Well, lots of things going on that I do not want to discuss, but
fair enough.
I did notice you're also into the mumbling phase of our episode right at the get-go, so this could be interesting.
That usually happens when I'm going in one direction, I thought to say something else, and then the two just crash head on into each other, and then just nonsense comes out.
Well, that's typical of every episode we do, on both of our ends. So what nonsense is in store for this week?
No, I didn't. No, because I thought I said for another wonderful episode, but I think now I already forgot what I said, but I think it said like another episode. So I'm like, of course it's another episode. I was going to say hopefully wonderful, where it was going to come off as being like hopefully another episode. Like this might be the last one.
Well, you know what? Just based on our opening conversation, well, maybe. Who knows?
A lot of people like our just canter and banter and just natural back and forth.
When you say canter, do you mean candor?
I have no idea what either of those mean. I just heard them in sentences.
That would be candor.
So, nevertheless, we are here. Oh, real quick, remember, folks, subscribe wherever you listen to the podcast. Like us on YouTube. Hit that thumbs up button. I mean, if you want to hit thumbs down, it's up to you, but we can't stop you. But hit the thumbs up button because apparently I heard somewhere that, first of all, the thumbs up on YouTube, that's really what kind of drives the videos. You can have 1 million views, but if you don't have a lot of likes to it, it's not going to go anywhere, I think, in its algorithm.
Okay.
Which is always weird with social media, these algorithms. But if you get those more of the thumbs up, that's what really helps. So it literally takes, I think, less than a second, maybe a second because you got to find it, to hit that thumbs up button. So that will help us tremendously. And, of course, just keep listening, keep watching, and keep spreading the love, my friends.
Yes. I'm not going to add to that.
It is Thanksgiving week.
It is Turkey week.
Yes, and apparently I'm getting Boston Market this year.
Oh, so am I.
So
am I. My current roommate was like, "What are we doing for Thanksgiving?" And I'm like, "I don't know. We can't go anywhere." She's like, "Well," she's like, "I usually go to Boston Market in those situations." I said, "Then Boston Market
usually." How many Thanksgivings, unfortunately, has she been unable to?
You know, I really didn't want to unpack that, so I did not ask that question.
Fair enough. Actually, we're not doing. Me and my parents are only getting together. Obviously, everything going on. We're not doing Boston Market, but to get the little local, we're getting Buckley's.
I love Buckley's.
Right.
Love Buckley's.
That's very local for you.
I unfortunately am getting Boston Market. I wasn't.
No, you know what? All right, here we go. I haven't enjoyed Boston Market really since college. I don't know. Maybe just something changed in the menu or something. I don't know. Whatever.
I've never been a Boston Market guy. I can count on my one hand how many times.
Oh my God! In college, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Ooh. But yeah, so Thanksgiving, hopefully for those who do celebrate with their families, enjoy. Those who can't, listen, I celebrated Thanksgiving in a airport bar one time with my parents. So,
yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that story.
Only later, and we get like a plate of nachos and a bunch of hors d'oeuvres for dinner. Later to find out they had sliced turkey and cranberries and stuffings, but it was like for the pilots. So it was sad.
I think your dad could have passed as a pilot.
We could have, but it was already so late, and we were just done. We just had to get to the hotel. But in any event, though, it's start of the holiday season. So as the weeks to come, we'll start talking about probably our wish lists. But quick update from last week. I finally got my hands on the Game & Watch.
Oh,
Not
good
finally,
for you.
but I just did. There we go. We all got it.
Hooray. You didn't open yours yet?
No, because this is the one I'm returning, because this is one of 3
I
ended up getting. So, again,
because you couldn't wait 2 days.
Nope. I honestly could not. So, we recorded last Saturday. Well, a week ago from last
on the 14th.
Yeah, basically we recorded on
the 14th.
Saturday. Charles obviously was on the show. He had already gotten the Game & Watch, hence showing it off to us. I had ordered it on Target, which was supposed to show up Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
You ordered it while we were recording. Then showed up, what, the day later or 2 days later?
Oh, no, it showed up the next day, Sunday.
All right, yeah. That's Amazon for you.
Yep.
Before we started recording last week, though, I ordered mine on Amazon, so that was the second one coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we were done recording, I kind of just sat there. I really didn't have much to do. And I go on to Target, and it's like limited quantity. I'm like, let me give it a shot. Mm-hmm. So I just get in my car, drive out there, and they still had some stock in the back. And there you go. There's my 3.
How many are you returning?
Well, I sold one.
Okay.
At standard price. I'm not making any money on it because I'm not a jerk. And then this one's just going back to Amazon because their return policies are fantastic.
Yep.
I just got to find a Kohl's.
Oh, right. You can bring them back to Kohl's.
And my...
There's a...
Yeah.
Oh, wait. You're on Long Island.
I'm on Long Island. Yeah, no, there's one.
I was going to say there's a Kohl's in Caesars Bay.
How would you know that?
Just because I don't live in Brooklyn anymore doesn't mean I don't know what's going on there.
But Caesars
I do
Bay,
come back and visit.
Caesars Bay changes on a flip of a coin.
Yes, I understand that, but Kohl's has been there for a while.
Oh, I don't remember. All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
I'll take a word on it.
I wish I could remember what was there before Kohl's because Kohl's is in the area. I don't know if maybe it took over where Chuck E. Cheese used to be,
No,
or
I
it's
think,
like to the left of where Chuck E. Cheese was.
It's a really good pizza place over there.
Yes, I love that pizza place.
I've only been there a couple of times. I used to live over there.
Mm-hmm.
But I digest. So I got the Super Mario Brothers, so that's all good to go. I just wanted to mention one other thing real quick. My continued efforts in trying to find a gosh darn HDMI splitter continues to thwart me.
What happened to the one you bought?
Those were returned because, again, they don't work. So
okay.
I bought now another one. It's a 2-in-1. It has no auto switch, period. You have to get up and hit a button, which is fine by me.
Okay.
I go to use it. I plug in my PlayStation 4, my Xbox One, and the PS4 just constantly blinks on me. So I'm like, what the hell?
That's weird.
Now and folks, if you're listening out there, please someone send us a DM, send me an email or something to let me know, like, do you have splitters, for these next gen consoles? Because I really don't want to have to downgrade a PS4 Pro to like 1080p. That's not why I bought it.
Larry, I have 2.
I know, but those consoles you have hooked up aren't putting out 4K.
Oh, well, that's true.
Yeah, that's what I mean. No. It would work fine for like the Wii, the Switch, all the other the minis and that's fine. I'm talking about strictly PS4 Pro and Xbox One X because
got it.
For some reason, my television has 4 HDMI inputs, but only 2 of them are 4K compatible.
Yeah. No, I understand.
So, in any event, but here's what I did. So I'm like, all right, I'll return it. Go to do the return process on Amazon. They give me a full refund, and they tell me, don't worry about it. You don't have to return it. I was like, oh.
You got your money back in? You got to keep it. I'm going to slide out for a second.
Yeah, basically. So I thought that was pretty
interesting. I have no color in my face.
Well,
that could be, and you know what? I was gonna say that could be for many reasons.
So, but that's basically been what I've been dealing with. Otherwise, game wise, just I've been playing the Game & Watch, which I do enjoy, and it's really meant. Remember, folks, it's only meant to be a quick, fun on the road. It's it's not meant for people to sit there and play for hours.
Right.
And I kind of broke out because of that. I broke out my 3DS. I've been playing some of that lately. Yeah. So,
well, I did not open my Game & Watch because I don't want to open it just to play it for 5 minutes and never play it again. So it's just gonna.
It's half my systems. All right. No.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just gonna sit there.
Yeah, it's a great collector's item just as is. So.
No, it definitely is, and I'm very happy about that. And what was I gonna say? There was something else you just mentioned where I was like, ooh, I wanted to bring it up. Oh, no. Yeah, HDMI, but to switch subjects a little bit, I got back into a little bit of live streaming this week, which was cool.
Oh, yes.
So just wanted to think, and I did it on YouTube just because to live stream on Facebook, it's like I gotta hook up stuff in order to do it properly and whatnot, and I just didn't feel like it. I was just like I was sitting on the couch and I'm like, oh, let me just click the live stream button. So I live streamed 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
I live streamed Spider-Man Miles Morales on the PS5 to show off the PS5.
Yeah, so first I just want to talk about that real quick. First of all, looks gorgeous.
It's amazing, and
Phenomenal.
I can't explain just how beautiful it friggin' looks. And
it wasn't even broadcasting in 4K on our end, so I can't even imagine what even more it's going to look like. Real quick though, is it easy to broadcast from the PS5?
Oh yeah, it was super easy.
Okay,
because you get 2 options. You can do YouTube or Twitch.
Okay, so they're still doing those 2. Okay.
Yeah, they're only doing those 2. So yeah, just hit the YouTube button, and the cool thing is, like on the PS4 when you live stream, it puts the game in a box, and then on the right side you have a panel where it's okay. So on the PS5, it doesn't have that. You're playing full screen, and if somebody messages, it pops up on the screen.
Yeah. I didn't get a chance to watch the whole thing, so I didn't see that. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
so
good.
Yeah, so that was actually really cool because I was like, this is awesome. I go because I get the full screen, the full experience, and then I just get the little bar on the bottom. So,
all right, that's cool.
Yeah, so I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
So I played a little Miles Morales to show that off. And what was interesting too is like a friend of mine just the other day, he told me, he's like, have you played yet with your headphones on? Which I did when I was live streaming, but I wasn't really paying attention to it. So he's like, play with your headphones on again. He's like, and turn the volume up a little bit. The ambient noise that plays like as you're going through New York City, literally it feels like you're walking through New York City if you've ever been to New York. So like you hear a little bit of the traffic and you hear like the mutter of people and stuff like that. It's so cool. Like
Did you get the PlayStation 5 headphones, or you're just using standard headphones?
I'm just using standard headphones.
That's wild.
I can only imagine with
exactly.
Like I want to get the PlayStation headphones just to enhance the experience because it sounds awesome. And then so I played Miles Morales for a little bit, and then I switched over to just because I was like, I've been in this weird mood with gaming right now where it's like I can't figure out what to play. Granted, I have like over 600 games sitting here, but it's just one of those things that's like I turn on the system and then I kind of just stare at it. And
Stupid like, first world problems.
Right? No. And I'm not saying it's a problem. It's just like I'm having this thing where like my brain just doesn't want to function.
Yeah.
So I turn on the PlayStation. Like yesterday, I turned on the PS5 and I stared at it for 20 minutes, and I'm like, why am I not playing anything? And I'm like, well,
I was supposed to do something now. What was it?
Yeah, I was supposed to do something besides listen to the that beautiful music on the menu screen or whatever. But last weekend, same thing. I'm like, oh, you know what? I feel like playing something, but I don't know what. But I didn't want to play anything new. So I was like, let me play something retro. So I opened up my Dragon's Lair trilogy. That I bought from Limited Run Games a while ago. I don't know how long ago I bought it, but anyway, Limited Run Games. Thank you very much for that beautiful game. So I popped in Dragon's Lair. It comes with Dragon's Lair, Dragon's Lair 2, and Space Ace. So I was like, let me pop in Dragon's Lair because I remember playing the last time I played Dragon's Lair, the first one was in the arcade, probably when I was like 8 or 9 years old.
Yeah, it's been a while, right?
Yeah, it's definitely been a while. So it's been like over 30 years. So I popped it in, and of course I had forgotten. I'm like, arcade games were meant to eat all of your quarters. I mean, that was the whole point of them.
Mm-hmm.
So playing the game, I'm like, okay, I go because basically it's just getting the timing right because you're watching an animated episode.
Basically, it was a laser disc.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was, and you had to press arrows and buttons accordingly within the time within a certain time frame in order to continue moving forward. So I wound up for the first time ever playing through the entire Dragon's Lair. It took me about a little under an hour.
Yeah.
But it was awesome, and I'm like, wow. I go, this would have cost me probably $20 in the arcade in order to get through it.
A few game over screens.
Yeah, but I had a lot of game overs. But it was a lot of fun, and I completed it, and it felt nice to complete a retro game because I haven't completed one, I think, since April or May.
Mm-hmm.
And I get to add it to the list of our 2020-2021 competition.
Yes. No, very good. Great feat and a great game, in all honesty. Congratulations on that one. I don't know, like my patience always wears thin on me when I play Dragon's Lair, and I want to play Dragon's Lair. I want to play Space Ace, but it just because my memory isn't that good. So, at least not for like quick responses.
Yes.
And that the whole game is that. Basically,
Yep.
what you just kept doing was you would go, you would fail, you would go back, you'd memorize, you'd go, because I think the moves don't change.
The moves don't change, or if
the
they
scenes do.
The scenes, the scenes do.
Or a bit random,
they are a bit randomized, but the only time it would change in a specific scene is it would flip. So in other words, like one time you're going through it, you have to press like left, left, right, and then another time you go through it, it may be right, left.
Oh, okay,
so,
interesting.
But that was really it. And it depended on you just had to pay attention to what was happening on what side of the screen to know which way you were going to go.
Gotcha.
And then obviously, if you kept hitting continue, which is the equivalent of putting another quarter in, you would start off where you last left off. So it gave you the opportunity to at least memorize the scene that you were getting stuck on.
Okay.
And then on top of that, obviously, every time you completed a scene, it's like it's almost like checking it off in a box. You did not go back to that scene.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Something just dawned on me, and I hate to say this while we're recording, but we can always edit out later. This isn't live. We should one day take like an hour, right, individually, play an arcade game.
Yep.
On the systems.
Yep.
As many continues as we do, which are quarters, maybe we should donate that. Almost do it like a fundraiser.
Oh, that's fine with me.
To a charity. I mean, granted, it'll probably be like only a couple of dollars, but
well, if we combine it over time, I think that could be funny. Like you can go back and watch, because it's on YouTube. You can watch my Dragon's Lair and just see how many times I continued, and we can add that up. There's a lot.
You should get your change machine. If you ever get that USB change machine.
Yes.
No. That reminds me. I got my new keychain.
Oh, yeah. Does it work?
It does. It showed up. It was in the box.
Yeah.
And B, yes, it does work. Heavy. I didn't realize how heavy it was.
All
and
right.
of course, now it's on sale. But
of course it is.
Of course. But yeah, Dragon's Lair, awesome accomplishment, definitely on the list. So now we're all tied up. We're back at naught.
Yeah, and I think, and it's sad to say, it's like we've had a year and we're only at like 6 games apiece.
Look, again, everyone's giving a mulligan on 2020. So
yeah, 2020 doesn't count. So we're all even up.
Next March, I turn 40 again. So that's where we're at.
That is where we're at.
But no, nevertheless, very cool. I know it's also awesome because I saw I tuned in at the tail end of your live stream with Dragon's Lair, where you notice, and I've done that. I actually did it because it's just fun to watch. Mm-hmm. Yes, when you get that trilogy, which you can also get digitally, you can just watch it. You don't have to play it.
Yes.
You just watch it.
So after I was done, I watched it through.
Oh, did you?
I did. I went to the watch portion and I watched it through with all of the. Hello.
Rude.
Yeah, I know. It just interrupts everything. So I watched it all the way through with all of the death scenes to make sure that I saw them all. And to be honest with you, I probably got about 80% of them on my own.
All right, fair. I failed a good enough times.
Yeah. So,
but very cool, nevertheless. So,
yeah.
Other than that, like it's been kind of a slow week. This is going to be a bit of a slow week. What have I been doing? I've been focused on the Switch. I've been downloading a lot of arcade games. That's what I've been doing. I downloaded recently. What I download? Sunset Riders.
I remember that.
Right? Rygar. I downloaded Rygar recently.
I loved Rygar.
Which is
hard.
Definitely the arcade's different than, I should say the NES is different than the arcade game.
Of course.
Because, remember on the Switch and on the PS4, and I think also on Xbox, the company Hamster has put out these arcade archives and Neo Geo archives. But it's the arcade, and these are, full emulation, so you're playing the original games. Some great arcade games. On the Switch, you get the Nintendo ones like Versus, Super Mario Brothers, Punch-Out, Golf, all those. And I kind of want to make it a point to kind of get, because they do like one a week they put out, to get all the arcade games. Now, granted, it's like 91 of them, and they're $8 each, so I'm not going to rush to do it.
Yeah,
but,
I wouldn't if I were you.
But I think I already have 30 of them.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, well, I've been, for as long as the Switch has been out, I've been collecting them.
Right.
But I'm not interested in the fighters, so I'm not going to get all of them. But it just, and what I realize, what prompts me to get these, cheap plug, but it's a wonderful YouTube page. I've mentioned them before. Patman QC, Patman QC, does these histories of games, of arcade games, and he's so fun to listen to. Like he's not like over the top. Like he's not like some of these YouTubers who think they're changing the world. He's just having a good time, just talking about the games that he loves. I'm pretty sure, and obviously this is not a joke because I think he's legitimately a quad amputee, I want to say.
Okay.
From, I think, like diabetes or something.
Oh, wow.
But he loves bowling.
Okay.
And plays these games. And he's just so down to earth. Like I said, very funny. And every time he puts out a video, I go, oh, I remember that arcade game. And then when you watch, he'll show first he'll go through the history. Then he'll show like the different conversions from like the Amstrad to the Atari 8-bit, like all the way till now. Like shows different releases of it. Mm-hmm. And then when he gets like arcade archives on the Switch, I'm like, oh, maybe I'll buy this now. I must have done this like the last 5 videos that he's done. Nice. I'm going to buy the arcade games. So definitely check him out. He just did one on Alien versus Predator, and I didn't realize. I know there's a RoboCop versus Terminator on Super Nintendo, but there is an AVP game on the Super Nintendo. It's not a port of the arcade, but it's out there, and I'm very now interested in getting it because it looks like an awesome beat 'em up.
Okay, cool. Well, then you should definitely pick it up.
I mean, I have Alien vs. Predator, the arcade game, on the giant Capcom arcade fighting stick, which is just awkward to put out every now and again. But, oh, I got to actually upgrade that now that I think about it. But still, some cool stuff.
Very cool.
Maybe Santa.
Maybe Santa. Just ask Santa.
We'll see.
Does Santa listen to the podcast?
Used to.
Used to?
I don't think he does anymore.
Funny you should bring up the AVP on Super Nintendo, because just really quickly to jump into this, and don't want to spend too much time on it, but today, our recording day, November 21st, the Super Famicom is celebrating its 30th birthday.
Good Lord Almighty. Really?
30 years ago today, the Super Famicom was released in Japan.
Oofa.
We didn't get it until August 23rd, 1991. But but they had it for almost a whole year before us.
Which is usually the case. But wow, okay. That would be a big celebration for next year.
So 30 years ago. And I don't know if you remember, well, you wouldn't remember, it was in Japan. But there were only 2 games released at that time on the Super Famicom. And it was Super Mario World.
Okay.
The F-Zero.
I can see that. I remember when we got systems early. I'm talking Nintendo, Super Nintendo. Yeah, like only 2 or 3 games were available.
Yeah, exactly. So you basically just had if I don't remember what the launch games were for Super Nintendo. I mean, I know Super Mario World.
Mario World, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, it came with the system.
Pilot Wings?
But I want to say Pilot Wings and F-Zero were also 2 of the launch titles. But we'll worry about that next August when we talk about it.
God, I hated Pilot Wings.
I never had Pilot Wings for Super Nintendo, but I bought it with the N64 and I loved it. So
fair enough.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Que sera, sera. All right, so we have I want to talk about the topic, a quick topic at hand, which I find very funny because I blow these numbers out of the water just sitting here.
Yeah.
Ant found this interesting list of I don't even know how they measured this.
No, I don't either. And this was actually from an ESPN UK article.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Which I thought was interesting.
Yeah.
And what they did was they ran a study to figure out what were the most stressful video games on a person. based on their average heart rate while playing.
I find this very interesting.
Yeah, so fully scientific study. They I don't know how many people they actually had game to figure it out, but the whole idea is obviously they hooked people up to see what their heart rate was while they were playing certain games, and then they came up with a top 10.
Now we can say this, that the games are newer games. They're like current gen games.
Yes.
But I would love. We'll talk about it after we go through this list, because I can guarantee you there are some old school games that blow these numbers out of the water.
Oh, there's no question about it. And there's one game on here that's, I don't even know if they tested, but it should definitely be on here based on what my heart rate does when I play it. So we'll go through this really quickly.
Yeah.
So number 10, at an average heart rate of 69 beats per minute, we have Among Us.
That's brand new.
Yeah, that's brand new. It's actually been out for a couple of years.
Oh, has
it? Now it's like really popular.
Oh, wow.
But I just downloaded it on my phone to figure it out, because now my friends in LA, we're actually going to play Among Us on Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to do that. And you can play it through Steam as well, not just on your phone.
Oh, okay, cool.
So which reminds me, I got to download that. But so Among Us is 69 beats per minute. That's number 10. Number 9 is Street Fighter at 75 beats per minute.
I can see that.
Yeah, I can see that, because it gets really intense. You know, if there was I'm surprised Mortal Kombat wasn't on this list.
There really hasn't. No, there has been a recent Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah, 11 came out not too long ago.
Interesting.
Number 8, Battlefield 5 at 76 beats per minute, which I've never played.
No, neither have I. But it's a war game. It's battle royale. I think these are mostly battle royale games
for the most part. Because number 7, I do play a lot. At 78 beats per minute, Fall Guys. And yes, Fall Guys gets intense.
The first game I played, I wanted to put the controller through my television.
Yeah, see, exactly. It's like, wait, what? No. But I do have fun with that game. But I'm not gonna lie. I go, yeah, there are those moments when you play it, because other players are morons. Number 6 at 80 beats per minute, Doom Eternal.
That. I don't think there's much of a battle royale mode to it, but I think just the game itself, it's just terrifying, and it's probably some jump scares and everything.
Yeah, exactly. It's that first person perspective that kind of scares the crap out of you.
Yep.
Number 5 at 81 beats per minute, Fortnite.
I'm actually surprised this isn't higher on the list.
Yeah, I know. I would have thought that would be more. I don't know if they're testing kids though.
Hopefully not.
No, I would just think this isn't adult. Number 4, 81 beats per minute, Dark Souls 3. I can understand Dark Souls being on the list because I've tried the first Dark Souls and I'm like, okay, no.
I wonder if the beats per minute are frustration or just actual like gameplay. Like, let me see if I can win this.
Well, I mean, frustration comes into play. Your body's going to react when you get frustrated. So it's going to be both of those things. Number 3 at 83 beats per minute, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. That makes total sense.
Oh, absolutely. Battle Royale, definitely.
Exactly, Battle Royale. Number 2, and I found this funny, at 84 beats per minute, FIFA 20.
Look, have you ever even seen a live soccer game? No. I mean, in the 90s, there was a soccer brawl every other week. So
true. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I would think playing a soccer game, I can't imagine your heart rate going up that much. But
you call that a soccer riot? I'll show you a soccer riot.
Yeah. And coming in at number 1 with 85 beats per minute. This didn't surprise me at all because I've definitely had more than 85 beats per minute playing this game, especially against other people. Mario Kart.
Yes, I'm gonna say probably the newer one, even maybe the mobile app. Very frustrating. But this is a very interesting list. I gotta say, first of all, so 85 beats per minute is the top one here.
Yes.
I have my heart rate app monitored when I wear my Apple Watch.
Right.
My resting rate is 91.
Oh, God.
And I've topped off at 131.
Okay, well.
So, I mean,
that's a personal preference.
Hell, when I sleep, I'm a 94.
Wow. Do you want to know what my resting heart rate normally is?
I can only imagine what it is.
48.
Are you kidding me? Well, that's because you're healthy. I'm knocking on death's door.
I was gonna say I run, so my heart rate is lower.
Yeah, my resting rate is 91.
Yeah, in fact, I had to explain to a doctor once when I did my annual physical too. He's like, I don't know about this heart. Your resting heart rate's really low. I'm a little concerned. And I said, wait. I go, I play hockey, I play ice hockey, and I run. He's like, oh, okay.
My walking average is 128.
I was like, no, I swear my heart is not slowing down because it wants to stop. Although maybe it is. Who knows?
You never know.
But, games that I noticed that were not on the list, and again, I don't know if other games were tested or how many other games were tested. Dead by Daylight, for me, probably is the most stressful game I play because there are moments in there, it's like all of a sudden, it's like, the heartbeat starts to intensify and then the killer comes from around the corner and you're running for your life. And I'm like, okay, that one definitely gets my heart rate going.
That gets the blood flowing.
It
for me, it's going to be even like old school platform. No, not even old school. Recently, I was playing, I told on the podcast, I downloaded the Angry Video Game Nerd 1 and 2 Deluxe Edition on the Switch. And it's a straight up platformer.
Right.
Very fun. And again, if you follow the show, a lot of the jokes all make sense. But you die a lot. And it's just like one after, and it'll tell you the total times you died because there's unlimited lives, depending on on normal mode.
Right.
But it'll tell you how many times you die. And like one of the levels, I died like 38 times.
Oh, geez.
And much like the AVGN show, I'm sitting there, F this, and see that.
That just reminds me of, remember the YouTube video of the guy playing Abadox?
Abadox? No.
Is it Abadox? Yeah, there's a video of a guy. This was from a long time ago, but I used to watch it and laugh because he could never get past the first level, and you just hear his anger and rage, it was great.
I remember one of the first videos I remember on YouTube. I still, every once in a blue moon, I'll go back, and this is the first video where I almost passed out. I laughed so hard at it. Mm-hmm. It was a guy playing a hack Super Mario Brothers level.
Oh, God.
And he had this weird Italian voice to him. Mm-hmm. But, or at least to me it sounded Italian. But it's just so funny. I later on finds out he was just dubbing over the gameplay. He wasn't actually playing it.
Oh, okay.
But the level had no floor. And it was weird, and just the way he was talking and getting through it. Oh my God! I'll try and actually share it on the page. It was one of the funniest videos I remember early on in YouTube.
I'll see if I can find the Abadox one. And
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that one's great.
But yeah, for me, it's just the constant repetitiveness of some of these games. I'll get jacked up also if I when I play PUBG with everybody, which is a battle royale game.
Yeah.
That in itself doesn't really get my heart rate going, but as we get closer to the end, I've only won the game once. Yeah. That day, my heart almost jumped out of my chest, but as you all now can tell, but
I still have never played that.
If you played a battle royale game,
yes,
you've played PUBG. You can play first person or third person, either or.
I should play with you guys one day just to see how you react.
Give it a shot. Yeah, it's interesting. Probably would have made more sense over in LA because the time difference would have been better because these psychos play so late at night. Mm-hmm. But for me, it's the old school games, and it's more the repetitiveness, not necessarily a hard and a difficult boss.
Yeah,
because you expect that. But if I'm just making stupid jumps or stupid errors, that just flies right off the handle.
Well, it's the same with me. Either if I'm making stupid errors and I have to keep doing it over and over again, or in certain situations from our past when 3 of your friends gang up on you constantly because they don't like the fact that you win.
Well, it's sometimes love is tough.
Yeah, I know, but who won out in the end anyway? Me.
As always. Hey, let's not forget, speaking of heartbeats and gameplay, look, Nintendo put out a peripheral that did that. Let's not forget Bio Tetris on the N64 over in Japan.
Way back when, yeah. I mean, look, Nintendo did everything. Let's just assume.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And for those who are unaware of it, Bio Tetris was basically Tetris. And you hook up this heart rate monitor to your ear, actually. You hook it up to your ear, and as your heart rate gets faster, the pieces come at you faster. And as you control your heart rate, it slows down the game. It would have been smoking if I played it, but
mine would have been too slow for me.
It's definitely an interesting concept.
Yeah. Well, I mean, video games and fitness have always they've always tried, like even going back all the way to Nintendo. Like I'm looking at my Power Set right now, which has a pad for the running games and stuff. I mean, they've always been trying to combine the two to show that there is value to video gaming. So in other words, like you can like, I mean, I play Beat Saber still. And I'm sorry, I go, that is a cardio workout. If you play that long enough, I mean, that is a cardio workout. So I think video games has always been trying to qualify, like, we're not just mindless entertainment, although video games have been proven over the years to be good with like your hand-eye coordination. It's been good to, lower stress and stuff like that.
PTSD.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of value to video games, but video games and fitness, and we've talked about that on the show before as well. So I believe you talked about it with Anthony Chu 1 week when I was away.
Oh, I'm sure I did.
Yes.
I don't remember. Oh, yeah, exercise. Yeah. Health games, exercise. Yep.
So
I'm staring at a few of them right now.
Exactly.
Just collecting dust.
Yeah, I was going to say you should use them.
I should. Or else you're going to have Chew on here permanently.
Yes. Well, I gave you a copy of Beat Saber a long time ago, and I told you to start. So
I have to rehook up my PSVR.
How can you not have that?
It's the wires, just a lot of wires. But I did move the PS4 over closer where I can play, so I could probably get away with it. Going back to the list though, now that I think about it, like Doom Eternal and something, I wonder if those also take into consideration the VR portion, because that really can get you going when you play those games. Like Doom in VR, I can only imagine will give someone a heart attack.
Oh, probably. I mean, I don't know if I have any other VR games that have intensified, like that have that intensity aside from like Beat Saber, which is a workout. So
I just realized which camera I'm using. Oh, okay.
All right.
So I'm not using that one.
But yeah, I mean, there are a lot of games that out there that I'm sure get the heart rate running.
Oh yeah. So
it was a cool list.
No, that was really interesting, and I'm really upset to realize what normal heart rates look like.
I'd say normal heart rates are usually around 60.
No, I'm saying even like for a frustration level.
Oh, for a frustration level. Yeah, exactly. So basically, based on that list, you're always frustrated.
Oh, forget about it. I don't know.
Like every day, you wake up frustrated.
Even I went to a new doctor and I told him my prescription. I take high blood pressure medicine and nothing wrong with that. No secret. But when I told him the milligrams, he's like, "That's it." I'm like, "That's what the doctors gave me before you." So we'll see.
Oh boy. Well, fun for you.
Yes.
And then I don't know if you have anything. I have a couple of other little news bits.
No. I was just gonna say,
we get to the big thing.
Yeah, folks. Let us know your frustrating games. Lord knows they're out there. Let us know your most frustrating game. Hit us up on the social media platforms.
Yeah,
and because we'd love to hear about it.
Definitely. Always love hearing from you guys. Actually, a quick thank you to everybody who responded to. There was a Facebook post that I put up of name an NES game without the letter A in it, and we got a ton of responses. So I thought that was really cool.
We did. No, it was very interesting, and it's fun.
It took me a minute.
It's fun to see people interact.
Yeah, exactly. It was also fun to see people put up games that were not NES games. So
yeah, that's Mario's a carpenter. So a painter.
No, he's a painter. Mario's a painter. And speaking of Mario, there's a little bit of news that I wanted to share because we, if you remember back in July, we had reported that a sealed copy of Super Mario Brothers had sold at auction for $114,000. Well, we have a new record.
Oh my God.
Because a sealed copy of Super Mario Brothers 3 with a 9.2 rating just sold for $156,000.
I can completely understand the idea of collecting.
Mm-hmm.
I can completely understand the idea of some stuff being high in value.
Yeah.
But for something like that was very standard, there was no, as far as I know, there was no altercation. There was no different box versions.
There were. For this one, there was, because here's what it is. I'll explain it, because this was Heritage Auctions.
Of course.
The opening bid for it was $62,500.
Jesus. And
then it soared up to 156. Now, here's the reason why. Here's one of the reasons why I think it went for 156. And I'm quoting this. What makes this copy even more singular is the layout of the packaging itself. Exceedingly rare are sealed copies with the word brothers, BROS period, formatted to the left, covering one of Mario's signature white gloves. So there were two versions of the game. There were two versions of the box, Super Mario Brothers, but they had the word brothers right justified, so it was on the yellow of the packaging.
Okay.
On this copy, the word brothers is on the left side of the packaging, covering Mario's glove, which is harder to find, especially sealed.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, so because it's always it goes like Super Mario, and then in smaller text Bros, brothers period.
Yeah.
So and that's the reason, that was one of the reasons why it sold for so much more.
Well, I don't know why that guy spent $150,000. There's one on eBay for $188.
Sealed?
No, not sealed, but still.
Well, that's the whole thing. It's sealed. It's graded. The whole sealed graded thing has just become a thing. That's what throws up the value.
Now I want this.
Well, do you have $156,000?
No, but I have 188.
Oh, okay. Anyway, it's funny too, because it makes me want to go get some of my games like graded the way that I grade my comic books.
That's new. That's the new thing.
The thing is, though, the only sealed games I have, I have a couple of sealed games, but they're Atari, and Atari games were in such abundance that even
Atari, forget it.
I think I bought Jungle Hunt sealed for $15.
Well, did I tell the story when I went to Game On? A guy walked in with a copy of Superman for Atari. Did I talk about this?
You may have, but I don't.
Just very quickly, he
Share.
bought. Yeah, he I don't know if it was Salvation Army or something. Was selling just a lot of video games. A lot of video games, like 50 of them, for X number of dollars, and online. And he was looking through, and I guess his eye caught something in there, so he paid whatever for it. When he got it, ended up being a copy, like a very rare copy of Superman, not in box, but Superman on Atari, but it said on it, I think like Sears something.
Oh,
it was Sears.
It was the Sears video game cartridge,
yes. Yeah. And it had the instruction booklet like wrapped around it.
Okay.
And I remember we were in Game On, and again, out of respect for everyone, I won't give out numbers, but the guy was talking, and it possibly could have gone for like double, if not triple, what he paid for the box of Atari games that he bought it for, and that was pretty pricey in that in itself, but it was really cool to see that Superman. So yeah, it's weird. I've never seen that. I didn't even knew that box existed with Super Mario Brothers 3.
Yeah, neither did I until I saw this auction. I'm like, wait, why did this go for so much more? And I'm like, that's interesting.
It makes you wonder if we had if maybe that was the one that we got when we originally got the game.
Yeah. Well, start going through photo albums and see if you find, I don't know if you got it at Christmas or something, and it's like, oh my God, and then you look at it and you're like, that's worth $150,000.
Probably what's going to happen to me. Yes. Thankfully, I don't think I took any pictures of it.
Well, it begs the question of, does the cartridge have that as well?
I was looking through. I didn't see it. I think it's only on the box.
Okay, because I have the cartridge right here.
Yeah. Cartridge is pretty standard.
You look. Yeah, and you could also see that Mario is smaller, so even if it was left justified, it wouldn't cover his glove.
Yeah. But that's really interesting.
So.
What's funny? Speaking of which,
very, very interesting.
I'm on the and I'm sure it's not hard to find. It's just a matter of just pulling the trigger. Mm-hmm. But I really want to find a copy just to have of Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles to
Oh,
the arcade
yes.
game. Because over in Europe, for some reason they like outlawed the word ninja. So they were called, or they are called to this day, Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. And I was just, never mind. It's $1,000, the original game. 8.5. That's ridiculous.
Well, I wish you the best of luck in purchasing that. Just give your car back.
I still am making proper payments on that car. I don't even need the box. Actually, I just need that. But
thankfully, there's good public transportation in New York.
Not on Long Island.
You got the LIRR.
Yeah, I do, but that only goes to certain spots. Then I got to get Uber. So,
anyway.
But that's pretty interesting, though.
Yeah.
Ridiculous, but interesting.
Absolutely ridiculous. And then I only have one other thing I thought we can close out with, unless you have something else.
I got nothing. I got guests coming over. So
all right. So it is Thanksgiving week. Which means we are heading into the holiday season. And what happens every holiday season? Earlier than usual, cry. Because, we all cry. Yes, we definitely cry as we spend our money. But every holiday season, and granted, it's not always just Thanksgiving week. It starts November 1st normally now. Mm-hmm. But we have Black Friday coming up.
Yes. And
what does Black Friday mean to me? Black Friday is when I buy about, on average, 12 video games that I will never play.
You do. You wait all year for them, you buy them, and then that's it.
And then it's like on the shelf with you. And that's where they go. But anyway, so Black Friday's coming up, which always means really good Black Friday deals on video games. And I thought, since obviously this is dropping on Tuesday, Black Friday is on Friday, or these sales will go on throughout the week.
Yeah.
Thought we'd share some of the sales. First off, keep an eye out if you're looking for a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X. More are going to become available throughout Black Friday week, not necessarily just on Black Friday. So, keep an eye out for Walmart, Best Buy, Target, GameStop. They will have consoles available. They've been very hard to get. Made me very happy that I pre-ordered mine.
I feel like I'm getting mine next year, but that's okay.
Yeah, the chances of that are probably pretty good, unless you manage to snag one of these. Or if you want to go on eBay and buy a PS5 console, they're averaging around $1,200.
Okay, okay, sure.
So, all right. So I just want to fly through some Black Friday deals. And some of these Black Friday deals have already started as of Friday, November 20th. So people are starting them like a week early.
Okay.
So Amazon's got a special sale for specific games. Buy 3, get 3 for the price of 2. Oh. So basically buy 2, get 1 free. I don't know why they always feel the need to change it. What's wrong with saying buy 2, get 1 free? No, get 3 for the price of 2. It's like, come on.
It's mental. It's all mental.
Okay. Also on Amazon, if you do not have a Nintendo Switch, there's going to be a Black Friday deal. It may be live now. It may not be. I don't know. It may be live on Black Friday. A Nintendo Switch with a digital copy of Mario Kart 8 for $299. It also includes 3 months of Nintendo Online with that.
Okay. Not bad.
A nice little Switch bundle. Also, at Amazon, other Black Friday deals, you can get a PlayStation Plus 12-month membership for 25% off.
That's usually when I buy those memberships, yeah.
Yeah, and actually, if you bought a PlayStation 5, like on my PlayStation 5, they're giving the same deal if you want to extend your membership, which is cool. PlayStation-wise, there are a ton of really good games on there that are available. Last of Us 2 is half off for $30. Marvel Spider-Man, if you've never played the first Spider-Man game on the PS4, holy hell, you're missing out. It's $20. God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, the first Last of Us are all $10. Iron Man VR, if you haven't bought that yet, it's $20. I played the demo of that and I enjoyed it.
You're in the suit, right?
Yeah, you're in the suit. It's really cool. It's actually really cool. So you got like the HUD screens going on and a lot of fun. So Amazon in terms of where's the Xbox stuff? Oh, they don't have the Xbox stuff up yet. Wait, did they only?
Xbox has no sale. They're like Nintendo.
Yeah, exactly. So that was the Black Friday stuff. Let's see.
Actually, Black Friday is like the only time of year that Nintendo puts their own games, their first party games on sale. And even that still is only like 20%.
Yeah, and I was gonna say usually with Nintendo, like the lowest they tend to go for their Black Friday deals are like $40 a game instead of 60.
Maybe 35.
So
Yeah, you're right. It's weird. Well, not weird. I
yeah,
mean, like,
they're pretty
that's
you
why
know,
for those games, like I always
they've
buy
always been
them.
that way.
I'll always like pre-order a first party any Nintendo game because, yeah, like what's the point? It's just always going to be that price. You know what I mean? Once in a
Exactly.
blue moon, it'll go drop, but whatever.
But I'm trying to find like Best Buy's got a ton of Black Friday deals going on. I mean, it's hard to go through them all, obviously, because there are just so many.
Everyone's
But,
got them. Yeah, even the digital
yeah, that's the
versions.
thing.
There's sales going on. I know PlayStation just started a sale.
Yep. So like Mario Kart 8, if you don't have it on Switch, it's $45 at Best Buy.
Okay.
Ghost of Tsushima, which is new,
Mm-hmm.
and I've wanted to play that game. It's $40 at most places.
Okay.
Again, most Nintendo Switch games are either 40 or $45, depending on where you go.
Okay.
Let's see. Cyberpunk isn't even out yet, but or did it come out yet? No,
I think it's coming out I think it comes out this week. Maybe.
I think it's coming out December 10th. It's coming out, but that's basically all like standard, standard stuff. But anyway, it's like I can talk for about half an hour on this. The Amazon one was the one that popped up quickly for me.
Okay.
But yeah, basically everywhere you go, start looking now. The Oculus Quest 2, if you want the Oculus, is
that's that new one. Yes.
Yeah, it's that new one. $300 at Target.
That's not too bad.
Yep. They were also taking $100 off the HTC Vive Cosmos and Cosmos Elite.
Sure.
At the Microsoft store, if you want that one.
Whatever.
Doorbuster deals are going to be everywhere, of course. Although I don't know how they're going to handle doorbusters this year, considering we have a pandemic and all that stuff.
I don't think it doesn't stop people from shopping years prior of getting trampled on. So what's going to be any different this year?
That's a very good point. But the bottom line is there's a ton of stuff that's going to be happening. Check out the sites. Check them out as early as today when you're listening to our episode, because you can snag some really good deals on games you've been holding back on. I think I'm going to wind up pulling the trigger on Avengers. I'm not sure yet though.
You haven't bought it yet? I thought you already did.
No, I didn't buy it yet.
Oh.
It's down to $30, but here's the thing. It's like, I also know if I buy it now, I'm probably not going to get to it for a while because I have other stuff I want to play. So by the time I get to it, it'll probably be like $20 anyway. So I'll probably wait.
Another $10.
Hey, it's either I buy it for 30 and it collects dust for 6 months, or I buy it for 20 and I play it right away.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah. So. And I have enough stuff collecting dust here that I need.
But I need you to play that because I can't play with Frankie by myself.
Oh, are you playing it?
No, I just don't want to play with Frankie by myself.
Oh, okay. So wait, did you buy it?
I remember I got it for free when I got Fios.
Yes, that's right. So. Okay. All right. So yeah. All right. So if that's the case, then maybe I should buy it so that all three of us can.
We can do that. Yeah.
And then we can hear Frankie curse at us for not being good teammates.
What took you guys so long?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, good stuff. Yes. 'Tis the season. What is it? 6 weeks till Christmas. 5 weeks till I'm broke. So.
5 weeks till you're broke. I'm going to be broke this week.
And where can they find us?
You guys can find us on Facebook.com/RetroGamersPodcast, at TheRetroGamers.com if you want to check out a website. You can watch us on YouTube or Instagram TV. Yes. You can listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts, and wherever you listen or watch, please make sure you like and subscribe. If you want to email us, you can email us at email@TheRetroGamers.com. Or if you want to find us on Instagram at Retro Gamers Podcast, or on Twitter at Retro Gamers Pod.
Yes. So continue gaming, happy gaming,
happy gaming, and happy Turkey Day to everybody.
I was going to say, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. It might be a little different this year, but it's still Thanksgiving.
Yep. It'll be fine. The parade will go on.
Oh, I thought they were doing showing old ones.
Oh, are they? Oh, that sucks.
Tell me about it. Plus,
well, maybe they'll show the one where I
that is true. You did. You held a balloon, and then we'll get a great shot of that poor looking Charlie Brown Christmas tree in Rockefeller Center.
Oh my God! Yeah, I can't believe that. I was like, they did that on purpose. They really did. Like, what encapsulates 2020? This tree.
It's New York for you. All right, folks. Happy Thanksgiving, and we will catch you all everywhere next week on the Retro Gamers Podcast.